Good morning, my dear students. Once again, welcome back to the online classes of APPA Public School, Kalburgi. Myself, Jojish, your English teacher. And I hope you all are safe and fine. Dear students, in the last two classes, we were explaining the lesson Charo's Reward from Honeysuckle textbook lesson number 3. And today, we will be discussing the question answers and the new words and its meanings from this lesson. The question answers and the new words and its meanings has already sent you as PDF in your WhatsApp, and I hope you all have written the question answers and meanings in your notebook. So dear students, please take your notebooks and just listen the class which I am going to take today. I will be explaining all the question answers and the meanings here on the board. So if you have any doubts or if you have any clarifications, you can just listen the class and clarify your doubts. So all the question answers and meanings will be explaining on the board, and you can just listen the class. So lesson number 3, Charo's Reward. Charo's Reward. Dear students, first of all, we will be discussing the new words and its meanings, and later we will discuss the question answers. Meanings. First one, chopped. Chopped means cut into pieces. Cut into pieces. Who is chopping here in our lesson? Charo is chopping the wood. Cutting and chopping. Chopping means cut into pieces. Chopped. Second one, cracks. Narrow gaps. Cracks means narrow gaps. So we have seen in the lesson there are cracks between the bamboos. That means the hut. Narrow gaps are there. So through that gaps only the cold wind came inside the house and they felt very cold. So cracks means narrow gaps. Third one, sake, a popular Japanese drink. A popular Japanese drink, sake. So it is very expensive, costly. Taro's father told to get a cup of sake. It is a popular Japanese drink, and we have already discussed how we have to pronounce this particular word as sake. Next one, expensive. Expensive, it is costly. This word is very familiar to you because we are going to the market to buy groceries and something, and some of them will be very costly or expensive. This word we are using in our daily life. Expensive means costly. Now fifth one, made his way to. Its meaning is went to. Made his way to means went to. Here Taro made his way to the forest means he went to the forest. For what purpose? To cut the wood. Now sixth one, delicious. Delicious means very tasty. Very tasty. What is very tasty here? It's a sake, which he gets from the magic waterfall. Delicious, very tasty. Next one, seventh one, pitcher. Pitcher. A pot usually made of mud. A pot usually made of mud. That is called a pitcher. So here, when Taro went to forest to cut the wood, he carried the pitcher from the home. For what? To carry the water. So a pot usually made of mud. So Taro was carrying the water in the pitcher, and he collected the same sake in the pitcher only. So pitcher means a pot usually made of mud. Eighth one, intended. Intended, that means planned. Intended means planned. Here he planned to go to the forest earlier than usual because his intention was to collect sake. At first of all, his intention was to collect sake. So the meaning of intended is planned. Now ninth one, tricked. Tricked. Tricked means deceived. What is deceived? Tricked. We will tell now, cheated. So villagers thought they were cheated. They were tricked. They were deceived because they were getting only cold water from the magic fall. They expected to get the sake, but they got only cold water. So they thought they are tricked or deceived. Deceived. Now 10th one, muttering. Muttering, it's speaking unclearly. Speaking unclearly. Muttering means speaking unclearly. Who was muttering there? The villagers were muttering their anger because they did not get sake there. That's why they were speaking unclearly and something, and they were going one by one from the forest. Now one more is there that I will be writing here. That is 11th one, sent for. Sent for, it is called. Sent for, it is called. So here the emperor of Japan sent for the young woodcutter. That means he called the young woodcutter Taro to his palace to reward him 20 pieces of gold. We have already discussed in the chapter. So sent for, it means called. So these are the 11 word and meanings from the textbook and from this lesson, which I already sent you as PDF. So just go through this one and just understand and study it. So study these all the meanings and words and use it in your daily life. So you will be thorough with the words and meanings. So these all the words, when you speak English with someone or with one another, you use these words in your language. So you can just easily study these words. Now we will be discussing the questions and answers. Second bit. Answer the following. Answer the following. What is the first question? Why did Taro run in the direction of the stream? Why did Taro run in the direction of the stream? Why did Taro run in the direction of the stream? I have already told you to find out the answer while reading the textbook before I gave the PDF. So I hope you all got the answer from the textbook. So those who read the textbooks, they will definitely will get the answer. Why did Taro run in the direction of the stream? Because he was very thirsty. At that time, he was very thirsty. So when he heard the sound, he thought maybe it is rushing of water. So he want to escape from, or he want to avoid his thirst. So that is the intention to go to the place where he heard the sound. So let's write the answer. Answer: Taro ran in the direction of the stream to quench his thirst. Quench. Quench his thirst. Taro ran in the direction of the stream to quench his thirst. Quench means particular word which people feel thirsty, to avoid that. To quench his thirst, to avoid his thirst. He was very thirsty. To avoid that thirsty, he went to the direction of the stream. Now the second one. Second question. How did Taro's father show his happiness after drinking sake? How did Taro's father show his happiness after drinking sake? How did he show? Because he was very delighted when he got sake. How did he show his happiness? By dancing in the middle of the floor. That was his expression to show his happiness. So let's write like this. Answer. Taro's father showed his happiness by dancing in the middle of the floor. Middle of the floor. Taro's father showed his happiness by dancing in the middle of the floor. And if we get something from our parents, some unexpected thing, we will be very happy now. So we will be doing some expression to show our happiness. The same way, Taro's father also showed his happiness by dancing in the middle of the floor. Now the third question. Third one. Why did the waterfall give Taro sake and others water? Why did the waterfall give Taro sake and others water? Why did the waterfall give Taro sake and others water? Why did it give like that? Because Taro was very thoughtful son and loving son, so the magic waterfall gave sake, but others were not like that. So they did not get sake, they got only cold water. So let's write the answer. The magic waterfall gave Taro sake because he was a thoughtful son. He was a thoughtful son, and others didn't get sake because they were greedy. The magic waterfall gave Charo sake because he was a thoughtful son, and others didn't get sake because they were greedy. They were very greedy, that's why they did not get sake. But Charo was very thoughtful and loving son, so the magic waterfall gave sake. That I told in the lesson. If we are good, automatically the nature will help with us the miracle. Now the fourth one. Now the fourth question. Why did the villagers why did the villagers want to drown Taro? Why did the villagers want to drown Taro? Why they decided to kill him? Because they thought that Taro cheated them. That's why they decided to drown him in the water. So let's write the answer. The villagers wanted to drown Taro. The villagers wanted to drown Taro because they thought that he had tricked them by telling that the stream gives sake. The villagers wanted to drown Taro because they thought that he had tricked them by telling that the stream gives sake. They thought that he cheated them because Taro got sake, they did not get. So they thought that Taro had cheated them. That's why they wanted to kill him or they wanted to drown him. Now the last question, fifth one. Why did the emperor reward Taro? Why did the emperor reward Taro? Why did the emperor reward Taro? Because the story of magic waterfall and the story of Taro reached the emperor of Japan, and he understood he is very thoughtful and loving son, so that he rewarded Taro, and he wants to encourage all the children to honor and obey their parents. So let's write the answer. The emperor rewarded Taro because he was very good. He was very good and kind. He was very good and kind towards his parents. Towards his parents. This was the emperor's way to encourage all children to honor all children and obey their parents. The emperor rewarded Taro because he was very good and kind towards his parents. This was the emperor's way to encourage all children to honor and obey their parents. So these are the question answers from the lesson, and I hope you all understood this lesson and just study these question answers very clearly, and we will be meeting you in the next video. Have a good day.